It is my pleasure to have you visit my channel. Give the video a pre-start by hitting the subscribe button. At a recent event, Rhea Ripley stepped outside of security to have an emotional conversation with a little WWE fan. The one eliminating will be collaborating with Damon Priest in Combat, Liv Morgan, and Dominic during the Judgment Days. Mysterio competing in a mixed tag team at August WWE Bash in Berlin. The 27-year-old made an appearance during this past weekend's Fanatics Fest, and a little wrestling enthusiast wanted to give her a hug. Security tried to stop the young person, but Ripley approached and gave her an embrace. Here, you may see the charming. The Instagram post below has a video. Rhea Ripley was deceived by Dominic Mysterio at earlier this month's WWE SummerSlam, and Liv Morgan was able to hold on to the women's global title. Finn Balor deceived as well. Damian Priest during the premium live event incident that lost him the world records victory in his confrontation with. Since then, Gunther, the Terror Twins have joined forces on Raw and promised to defeat Judgment Day Rhea in its updated form. Ripley discloses that a WWE Raw star, she went by the motherly moniker Rhea Ripley. Been revealed that the Damon Priest recommended that she put the moniker Mommy on in a special interview WWE television with Bill Apter of Sports Specialist Wrestling. The previous champion said that following Dominic Mysterio arrived on the Day of Judgment, she attempted to get "I'm your caregiver" over, but the priest advised her to utilize the moniker Mommy instead, and concurred with the previous World Heavyweight winner. "I'm 27 years old, and I know who I am. The whole mom persona is the essence of who I am. Mommy's name may have originated with Damian Priest as a result of my wearing your poppy shirt, and I attempted to sprint after the poppy thing, and they thought maybe not," he said. "Your mother, just be mother. I felt as if you were correct. I'm Mama 116 to 135. The Day of Judgment came. The best of Rhea and Damian Priest." Ripley on Raw this past Monday night. Priest was challenged by Mysterio to a singles bout, while the opposing heel group skipped the 42-year-old in the rear prior to the bell. Ripley attempted to rescue the day, but the game of numbers was excessive, and the verdict that was so strong that the environment, it was electrifying in the crowded arena as fans, shouts that rang with enthusiasm, bouncing off the venue's walls. The evening after SummerSlam and the WWE Universe continued to be enthralled with the intense activity they have seen. The audience was anticipating the arrival of the Eradicator Rhea. The dominant women's world is Ripley, defender and a key player in on Judgment Day, the arena's lights fading and the distinct sound of Rhea. The arrival of Ripley, the music, Devil in Your Dreams enveloped the audience. Burst as she approached the ring, her formidable presence controlling every sight in the arena. Wearing her distinctive black leather coat and wearing her fierce appearance, Rhea radiated strength and assurance as she walked up. Rhea couldn't help but notice the ring, the sea of handcrafted posters and signs that each fan was waving at the other. A vivid pink placard caught her attention, poster that stated "Read" in sparkling letters, "My favorite is Rhea Ripley." Elevated by the sign, a little girl no more than 8. Officer R, his focus, the girl's eyes, seated on her, admiring her with open arms. Her little hands on her father's shoulders, clutching the placard as if it were the finest, treasured item in the universe. Rhea hesitated. Her gaze met the young person on the ramp. There was a certain aspect of the youthful delight and enthusiasm that pulled at her heart, allowing her to glimpse. She had on a miniature replica of her small leather jacket with ring gear, black leggings, studs, and even a duplicate of the World Championship belt for women draped over her shoulder. The image made uncommon and sincere expression is Rhea's smile. Things made her normally stern attitude soften. As usual, security was centered on the superstar, and they were off and running. to lead Rhea to the ring while retaining her away from the admirers attempting to reach out, wanted the opportunity to meet their idol, but Rhea had alternative arrangements. She stopped suddenly. The security crew stopped as a result. Ignoring their perplexed expressions, she directed to the young admirer, "I want to encounter her." Rhea spoke in a forceful but warm and inviting. The security crew paused, uncertain whether this was a wise move. It was one thing to thank the supporters, one to approach from a distance, but another to, particularly when they are in the midst of a performance. Given the volatility of a live, Rhea, nevertheless, wasn't taking no for a response. With a purposeful gait, she went beyond the guards and made a direct approach to the little girl. The audience went crazy upon realizing what was taking place. Applause. The arena erupted with enthusiasm as Rhea making her way to the fan area. Father of the little child, wide-eyed with skepticism, gingerly lowered his daughter. Rhea came over to them and dropped on the ground. "Their tiny champion crouching," Rhea said. Her voice was at the girl's level, softly striking in contrast to them. She spoke in an aggressive manner in the ring. Joyful tears shimmered in the girl's eyes when she saw that her hero was on his feet directly before her. For a minute, she couldn't speak. She held the pink sign to her breast with quivering tiny hands. Rhea saw the tears rising in the young woman's eyes and extended a kind hand to remove them with, "What's your name?" Her thumb? Rhea questioned her. Kind, compassionate voice, and the girl, voice that was scarcely audible over. Whisper, "All right, Ava, all I want to say is that you look gorgeous," Rhea said, gesturing to the girl's attire. "You seem prepared to be the next women's champion." Ava scoffed at the remark, her expression brightening with joy. The audience was still applauding them, but Rhea's whole attention was on Ava. Their relationship was tangible, brief but unadulterated emotional moment amid the WWE's pandemonium. "Do you know why I like doing this, Universe?" Rhea said in her earnest tone. "What I do? Because of supporters like you, the fortitude to go on even when times are hard. You really are motivation." Ava's dad was observing the exchange with a combination of amazement. Additionally, thankfulness. He found it hard to comprehend that the same lady who controlled her rivals in the ring were now acting in such a it was nice and courteous toward his daughter. Ripley sighed that the public doesn't know, hardly seen a side that was set aside. In such circumstances, Rhea reached out and grabbed Ava's little hand in hers and gave it to her. "A little pressure. You maintain your strength, all right, and never forget that you may be." Ava nodded. "Whatever you want to be," with enthusiasm, her tears having been replaced with a radiant grin. "I want to be like." "You already," giggled quietly Rhea. "Our daw, you are already here. Now. Laid out on the guard group started to, an indication that Rhea should be moved on. "Seen them, but I wasn't prepared to." She needed to do one more thing before leaving. "Riot, do you reach over her shoulder?" Unfasten the world of the replica ladies, the championship belt that Ava had on. Then she put it over the head of putting it correctly around her waist. The belt was too large, yet merely enhanced the allure of the action there. "You're the winner." Grinning, Rhea said, "Wear that." Ava proudly glanced down at the belt, her eyes wide with astonishment in disbelief. She extended her hand to touch the golden dish, her fingers following the contours as though attempting to persuade oneself that this was sincere gratitude. Ava murmured to her, voice stifled with feeling, leaning in, Rhea, and gently hugged Ava, whispering a sound in her ear that the two of them alone, one of them heard that it was a personal call, moment shared by a celebrity and her greatest fan, a recollection that Ava would bear for the rest of her life. Rhea turned back to Ava as she got to her feet, a last time offering her a comforting, give a nod.